This is the story of Al. Now, Al was 33 years old. He came to me and he said, look, Ollie, I've done two 70.3s. I've done an Ironman. Well, when I say I've done an Ironman, he said that he didn't finish. But what happened here was that he was at the end of his relationship potentially. His wife wasn't going to have any more of it. He had 2 kids and basically it was getting to him. He'd put in all this effort, 15 to 20 hours a week worth of training. He'd spent money on the entry each time, £300-400 on each entry. He'd got a decent bike, so that was another 2 to 3 grand. Spent more money on running shoes, another say £100. Wetsuit, £200-300. The travel costs. Now, his Ironman was actually Ironman Barcelona, so racking up the money and travel costs, which was like well over £1,000. He took his wife there as well, because you know, it's a bit of an excuse. I'll run an Ironman and then you can have a couple of days away, love. But it weren't working. You see, on top of all this training, there was over £5,000 wasted. Al had actually invested in a coach to program, and that was cool. That meant he never missed a session. But the trouble was, he was getting up before his wife, he was getting up before his children. He was literally coming home and they were already in bed. Going to the pool first thing. Coming home from work, doing a brick session. Maybe he would be at home, but he wouldn't be present. He would be on his turbo trainer in the garage and just wouldn't be spending quality time with his family. He was under eating. That was the reason. I mean, it wasn't the training effort. He was putting in the effort, but his FTP went down and he was wondering why he wasn't recovering. He was knackered. Now, at work, he had quite a high profile job in the corporate world, and he was feeling like in meetings that he couldn't even focus. But he wanted to be an Ironman at the end of the day, so that didn't matter. When he came to me, he said that he didn't know he needed to focus on nutrition. And it seems to be a recurring theme. I'm just going to chuck loads of pasta in, loads of carbs, and that'll be sorted. Or you go completely opposite and think, yes, I can fuel on fats. No. With Al, what we done, we looked at just under a gram per pound of body weight of protein. So it was around 170 grams of protein on average he was having each day. Then with carbohydrates, he was like, why have you got me eating 600 grams of carbohydrates? But he felt good. His FTP went up around 15%. This was actually within 6 weeks. Like, he tested and he tested again 6 weeks later. And he was consistent with his nutrition, just like he was with his training. And when he done Ironman Barcelona last year, obviously he got a PB because he finished. But he was aiming like, he was going to be just an average age grouper, so 13 hours, 14 hours. He actually got just under 11.5 hours for his Ironman. So he smashed what he expected to get. And as I said, he was one of these guys that is like, is headstrong. He's going to do exactly what he's told. Now, I had so much confidence that I knew I could help him, that it was a case of, if you don't finish and you've done everything I've said, so you eat the foods I say, you check in when I say to check in, and you keep up that communication. I said to Al, look, you've wasted all this money. I'm not going to let you waste money now. And I say it to my other clients that if you do what I say and you don't get the results, I will give you your money back. Al finished. Are you?